Welcome
Yeah.
back to the show. Welcome back to the show. As always, we are live now on YouTube and Instagram at Beyond the Scoreboard 7 on Instagram, on YouTube. Man, welcome back, guys. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You guys already know what's the dealio. Um, Tommy the Train 28. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Um, Something to this. Sam Darnold might be like that. We're gonna get into all of it.
Thank
We got,
you.
we got some stuff to cover. We're gonna get into all of it. Hey man, but yeah, as always, I'm your boy Caleb, joined by my boy today, named is Kevin Patullo, and we're
Yep.
gonna get into some things.
You
Uh,
see, it wasn't my offense, man. It was that sorry defense, man. You see, I Seattle only gave up 6. That's what we were supposed to do.
yep. Anyway, uh, did you get to see these 4 games this weekend?
The full game.
Did you get to see all 4 games this weekend?
I saw some of the Texans game. And I watched the highlights of the Bills game.
All right, so
You're trying to go crazy on my boy.
I was locked in for all 4, and we're gonna get into that one second. I want to like not gloss over, but it was a massacre that happened in Seattle on Saturday. That was just like San Francisco had 0 shot, and when you look at it, I think that it comes down to one. Obviously, they weren't healthy, but I don't think with the Kittle and Fred Warner that game changes. I think Seattle is just that much better than San Francisco. I just think they do.
No, hold on, and Ayuk too. Don't forget Ayuk.
Ayuk hasn't played all season long.
But I'm saying if they have Kittle, Ayuk, Trent Williams, they could play with them.
No, I don't think they could.
You think
Ayuk hasn't played all season? He never showed up. He hasn't shown up.
I get that part. I'm saying, but at full health versus full health, those teams are very evenly matched.
I don't think so. Ayuk to me is not a number 1 receiver. He's not.
Yeah, but he is a receiver and a good one. And then you got Deshaun Jennings. You got all of them.
Look,
and then you didn't have Kittle either. Kittle,
okay,
he is a receiver basically.
The 2 guys that got hurt that played during the season that they would have had they not got injured. Ayuk was never showing up regardless. Even if they had Kittle and Trent. Trent Williams played, but all I'm saying is with Kittle and that like in Fred Warner, this game doesn't change. I don't think it changes. I really don't. Seattle's defense was on everything, and they really didn't even need to score after the opening kickoff. They only scored what's the name scored 6 points, and
for the rest of the game
opening kickoff to the crib. So I mean, obviously, it ended up they had to go on a couple 4th downs that they normally probably wouldn't have. I guess you could say that, but I mean, it was just a beatdown, and Sam Darnold didn't even look like he was injured. And he played a game that he was a passenger in this game. He was just, let the defense rock. Kenneth Walker let him rock. And they just, he threw a great touchdown pass. That touchdown pass was insane to Jackson Smith-Njigba in the corner of the end zone, rolling to his left. One of the best passes I've ever seen him make. But look,
you say he's trash though.
I said I'm waiting for him to fold, which I'm still standing by that. That I can't trust Sam Darnold to put together 3 straight playoff games of great football. I can't trust it because I haven't seen it, and he is known in big moments to fold. Now, he does have, in a way, the best situation he's had in his career so far in Seattle, and Seattle is a very, very tough place to play in general. It's just hard to go in there and win. Look, I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm taking the odds here, and the odds to me, at some point, whether or not he goes to the Super Bowl, and I think they have a very good chance of winning, and I'm actually picking them to win this NFC Championship game. I think that at some point it's going to come down to being Sam Darnold's hand, and I just don't know if he can bring me there. That's all I'm saying. But what do you think based off that game, that San Francisco Seattle game? What do you think?
Well, Seattle's going to be tough, and the Rams got their work cut out for them because that defense is tough.
Yeah.
And definitely the best defense left in the definitely the best defense left. Well, the Broncos are still
no Seattle. I got Seattle's defense over Denver because the reason I say that is because we're gonna get into it. I mean, we just talk about it now. Bo Nix is injured and he's out for the season. So the defense for Denver is going to has to work extra hard now to really give Jared Stidham a chance with some turnovers and short fields against New England, which is going to be tough. You know what I mean? Now, New England is prone to turn over the football. Like they have Drake May had 3 fumbles or whatever it was. I think he has like 5 fumbles in the last 2 games in playoff games. So, and they can get after you. They can definitely get after you. So Drake May is going to have to do a lot better at his pocket presence. And they don't really have. I mean, Stephon Diggs has played well. They have some threats as far as Keyshawn Boutte. He's a deep threat. Made a great play on Derek Stingley yesterday. It's just like,
yeah,
it's going to be tough for me. For New England to go in there, I'm still going to pick them strictly because of the fact that Jared Stidham is going to be starting over Bo Nix. You know what I mean? So that's, and I'm not trying to disrespect Stidham. It's just he hasn't thrown a pass in 2023. So I'm not going to sit there and say that he's going to win the AFC Championship game. But I mean, look, I think it's going to be tough for the Rams to go in there. I do think they can hang with Seattle. I do think offensively they have the firepower to put up some points, unlike San Francisco. The 49ers defense just isn't very good. They got a couple turnovers yesterday, but it was a tough snow environment. Like I can't see the and they got beat at times as well. Like the Rams defense got beat. They just went for it on go-to-go situations or 4th and 1s. For some reason, Ben Johnson's not putting the ball in Caleb Williams' hands, and he's just trying to run the football every single time, instead of like giving Caleb Williams an option. But, you know, which that game was incredible, by the way. I don't know for those that saw that game. But I mean, look, I want to go game by game. Seattle obviously dominated. I have a good chance at them winning the NFC Championship game and getting to the Super Bowl. Now, the game that I want to get to, one of the games I want to get to, okay? Bills Broncos.
All right, bet.
Listen to what I'm going to say here, and I have a little bit of – I want to be on a soapbox real quick, okay?
All right, go ahead, man.
I've always been, in a sense, pro quarterback. I've always done. I've always liked to look at it from a lens of like when guys mess up or when guys whatever. There's a lot that goes into it rather than a guy. Oh, this guy just stinks. Josh Allen is one of the best talents in the NFL, and I've said that on record. He is one of the best talents in the NFL. I'm not gonna sit here and also their head coach got fired today. By the way, Sean McDermott is what was fired. Josh Allen is a direct correlation of that as well. And the reason I'm going to say that, they are 0-7 in overtime games. And since they changed the rules for Josh Allen, because that's really what happened when in 2021, when him and the Chiefs when the Bills and the Chiefs went back-to-back in the last minute and a half of the game, everybody was pissed off that Josh Allen didn't get to see the ball in overtime. Right? Just like Mahomes didn't get to see the ball in 2019 in overtime. No one was crying then that both teams should be getting the ball. No one cried then because they didn't change the rule till 3 years later. Since 2022, he is 0-3 in those games, in overtime games, since they changed the rules. So he's gotten opportunities with the ball in his hands overtime and hasn't come through. On Saturday, he had, 3 touchdowns. He had 4 turnovers. And in the situation he had 1 before the half, 1 right after the half, and a pick in overtime. And a pick in the first half as well. So I am not going to sit there and blame anyone else on this football team other than the quarterback, who is the most valuable player on the field, that had 4 turnovers in the game that directly led to points from the Denver Broncos. What is your take on that?
Right, he played fantastic, right? One was a strip.
Don't do that, bro. Come on.
One was a blindside strip sack, and the other one was a interception that may or may not have been one.
It's an interception. It's an intercept like that. I'm tired of people trying to just blame everyone and just like, dude, he didn't have possession of the football. You have to.
Did you see the other play?
Which one?
The one that happened earlier in the season, and they called that one a catch.
Bro, Brandon Cooks clearly did not have possession. Clearly didn't have possession.
I mean, well, then that shouldn't go to Josh Allen then.
It's an interception. The ball was underthrown, and Brandon Cooks had him beat. He did have him beat.
Yeah, but you gotta catch that, right? You gotta catch.
Oh my goodness!
And you can't let somebody rip it out of your hands anyway.
And this is the problem that I have: people not being consistent.
That's consistent. My receiver should come down. If my receiver gets both hands on the ball and somebody takes it out of his hand, what am I supposed to do? What was Josh Allen supposed to do about that? What?
Wouldn't be in that position. Wouldn't be in that position, by the way, had he not missed a wide open Dawson Knox for a game-winning touchdown. Wide open Dawson Knox.
I guess. I don't know.
He missed a wide open tight end that would have ended the game on a touchdown. Missed him. Overthrew him by 10 yards. Okay, so he wouldn't have been in a position where we ain't arguing that catch. Also, had 3 turnovers.
I guess
it was a blindside strip fumble. Why is he running with the ball out here like this instead of tucking it? You're not passing the ball.
Yeah, there you go. That's another one.
He has 4 turnovers. I'm not listening to what Jamie said. He literally told me in the chat he's just gonna come in here and troll. So,
but he's the best. I mean, no, Jay. But here's the other thing. The other part is Josh Allen is the reason they're in the game. That's the other main factor. We don't even. The Bulls aren't even in. I mean, no, I'm sorry, the Bulls. The Bills aren't even in the discussion without Josh Allen. Like his play directly wins or loses in the game.
What does that have to do with him? It's not like he had one, Brendan.
He really only had 2. He had a blindside strip. You can't do nothing about that.
Running with the ball like this when you're not even
what are you supposed to do? He didn't know he was there.
Fuck it, Brendan. Stop. You're doing this. You're doing this to show me.
I'm not.
I know you are.
He had a 90 passer rating. What was Jalen Hurts' record?
What are you talking about? What is
Jalen Hurts against Minnesota this year? What did he throw?
A perfect passer rating. He had 154.
Yeah, what is 154? So he had a 90 passer rating, which is above average. He was pretty good. He's just pretty good all the way around. He had the 1 turnover, the interception that ended the game was a bad. I think that's a bad call because
you don't think that was a bad. Come on,
I do, because if you look at the one they called earlier in the year, there was one earlier in the year that they called a catch, and I thought that was an interception. So when you look at the picture, Brandon Cooks is down. What's his name's hand is on him.
He didn't have possession of the football.
I thought the
ball was clearly moving.
When he landed, he had possession of the football. Pull that play up. You could do that.
And I'm not. What do you want me to pull? I'm not going to pull up a still shot of him having his hands on the football.
No. Pull up the clip. We're going to watch it together. And you tell me he don't have possession of the ball when he.
He didn't, and I'm telling you, he didn't have possession of football. I'm telling you, he did not have.
I literally watched the play, and then I sent it to you on your Instagram. There's another play where they called a catch earlier in the season where I thought both people had hands on the ball. When Cooks landed, that receiver did not have possession of the ball.
Thank you. He didn't survive the ground. You have to survive. Like there's 3 elements to a catch: catch the football. Possess the football, and what is it? Possess the if it's an out of bounds catch, right? What Devontae Adams did late in the game, where he toe tapped, insane catch the ball 2 feet down, survive the ground. That's the 3 elements of the catch. He had his 2 hands on the ball, bobbling the football, and then it's literally now McMillan has his hands on the football as well as the ball is moving. The ball never touched the ground, so whoever comes out of that is the one that catches the football. You can't just sit there and just do that and say like, oh, no, whatever. And first off, Ertz was a runner. Yes, he did survive the ground. It wasn't that it was a contested catch. He was a runner. He was already a runner, so all he needed to do was break the plane. Jamie, you know that. You're just trying to troll. So this is what I'm trying to tell you.
Nah, Cooks had this ball completely secured.
He did not. He literally.
I'm looking at it right now.
He literally said it on the broadcast.
I don't care what they said.
The broadcast.
I'm looking at it,
bro. Tony Romo, as much as he loved Josh Allen too, and the other guy, all the apologists he's one of the biggest apologists there is. he did not have clear possession of the football. The ball was moving.
It was not moving. I'm literally looking at it as close as you can get to it. It is not moving until because the cornerback landed on his feet and he was standing up when Cooks was laying on the ground. Then when he rolled over him, that's when he pulled the ball out. The ball was not jiggling at all.
So again, you see how we're talking about a play that's a controversial play, right? A controversial play in a lot of people's eyes, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be in that position if all those other things never happened. Would have never even needed to be there.
And
if any other quarterback that you'd sit here and say ain't that good,
that's a great throw, though, by the way.
If he missed,
That's a great throw, by the way.
If he missed a wide open Dawson Knox by 10 yards with the game on the line, you are not giving him this much grace. With also 3 other turnovers. You come at me. You come at me for saying, from when I tell you about the Jalen Hurts Super Bowl, it's like he should have never fumbled. He wouldn't have been in that position. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you're telling me about 1 turnover. I'm telling you about 3 other ones, even if you want to take out that 4th one. I'm telling you about 3 other turnovers, and you still like, oh, well, he stripped from behind. Shouldn't have been with the ball that loose.
The Dawson Knox one?
He overthrew him. It was a plain overthrow.
He did, but it wasn't like...
It's a wide open touchdown. That's wide open in the NFL. You know this.
He's pretty open. Yeah, he's pretty open.
And that's that's a game winner.
Yeah, but that's also...
Oh, my... Brendan, you're just trying to make...
There was a whole nother possession after that.
What are you doing?
No, I mean, he shouldn't have missed him for sure. I'm not saying that, but I mean, he's also still human.
Dude, this is crazy what I'm hearing from you right now.
Is he not still human?
This is insane what I'm hearing from you right now. That is your thing, is like, he's still human. Of course, I know he's not supposed to be perfect, but you don't give anybody else this grace?
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Absolutely not.
Yes, I do.
Look, Brendan, no, you don't. You never do that. You always be like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. Lamar Jackson, you always be like, oh, I tell you, he had 2 turnovers. He's like, man, he can't win them all, man. He hasn't won. So what are we talking about?
Right, he can't win them all. What do you wait? So you just said I do it to other people?
I'm saying you don't give these guys grace because you also refer, like, I guess, okay, never mind. You give everybody else grace except my quarterback. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Hey, listen. The people who ride
Jalen Hurts,
they have less grace than the people who are driving the car. If you ride in the back seat, bro, you don't get grace.
That's embarrassing, bro. That's so bad.
How?
That's so bad.
You have a quarterback that won. What's the least amount of games y'all won in the last 4 years?
You're an apologist for this guy right now.
What is the least amount of games y'all won in the last 4 years?
11.
11, right?
Yeah.
Your quarterback has not finished in the top 10 in MVP since 2022.
Okay.
Your running back and your wide receiver.
I don't care. I don't care about top 10.
I get that, but I'm saying that's why he's not even the 2nd or 3rd best player on the team.
Okay.
I mean, he's the 2nd. I mean, he's probably the 3rd or 4th best player.
I don't want to keep going into this Jalen Hurts discussion.
I get it. You're asking me why I give them grace. The best players, they get more grace because they have to do more. The people who don't, they don't get as much grace. You better make the plays. If you're not gonna be like the spectacular being that does everything, then you better make the plays that you're supposed to make.
That's unbelievable.
To me, that's fair. That's
not fair at all. That is insane that you are giving these guys the that are literally losing the games for their team. Yes, when they win, it's on them, of course.
Yes,
but we ain't gonna sit here and act like Josh Allen had no one. He had the number 1 rushing attack, number 1 running back in the NFL. Yeah. He had the number 1 O-line in the NFL and the number 1 pass defense in the NFL.
Yeah, but also like the worst in yards per game, the worst in rush yards per game, the worst rush defense in the league. I mean, he's still overcoming a lot too. He might have some good elements, but he definitely has a lot of things to overcome. And I saw this thing on somebody posted, and it was like the perfect depiction of what I'm saying. Josh Allen, Lamar, Pat, Burrow, they can cover teams' flaws.
Clearly not, because Joe Burrow hasn't been in the playoffs since 2022. So,
and he also hasn't played. He's having a hard time standing on the field.
Okay, well that's
anyway. So, but then, like the Hurts, the Herberts, the Lawrences, They need teams to cover their flaws. That's the difference. So like it's hard to be when you're driving and everything is planned for you and everything you have to do, you have to be like dang near perfect to win every game versus a person who could be the third or fourth best player on their team in the most important position. Obviously, quarterback's the most important position, but he's put in a situation where he just has to make a few plays per game, and he better make them. That's my thing, is you better make them, versus a person who they're going to have to make 30 plays per game. And it's like, dang, bro, like he's going to miss one or two of them. Like, that's not cool? Like you can't have some mistakes.
But it's not, Brendan. This is
and they put the ball in his hands like every possession. You got to run, you got to throw.
This isn't a one-game thing. This dates back to 2021 since it was like, oh, Josh Allen's one of the top 5 best quarterbacks in the NFL. He doesn't win the big games, and we can't sit here and say it's because of Pat Mahomes. And now when Pat Mahomes or Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow ain't there to stop him, and he's clearly the best quarterback in the AFC. By the best quarterback in the AFC is Josh Allen.
I don't know about that.
He is the best quarterback in the AFC.
You think Drake May is better?
Drake May's not better than Josh Allen as far as when it comes to it. Does he is the best quarterback in the? If you was to ask anybody who's the better quarterback, it's Josh Allen. Anybody's going to tell you that.
Well, not this year.
I'm telling you, I prefer Drake May, but I'm telling you, I prefer Drake May this year. But I'm trying to tell you, no one is going to sit there and put Drake May in a tier list over Josh Allen. Nobody.
The problem is that you don't put the Bills in that tier list either. You don't put the Bills in that tier list without Josh Allen. Like it's not like the Bills by themselves are good. Like they're good at some things. There's some things you've mentioned. They got a good pass defense. They got a good O-line, which kind of the O-line thing is because of Josh Allen, his mobility, his ability to get out of the pocket, his ability to not be sacked. That helps with their numbers, by the way. I would love to see their like block win rates.
I'm trying to.
I would love to see their block win rates. And then, I mean, he's doing it without a bona fide number one receiver. Tight end is, I mean, Knox is okay.
What about when he had a bona fide number one receiver and one of the top 5 receivers at the time is Stephon Diggs? What about then?
Yeah, they were good, but then they didn't have the line.
They did have a line. They did have a line.
No, not that line though. They didn't have a number one line, and their defense was.
You need to have a number. Okay, so if these guys have a good line, if these guys are so much better, why do they need everything?
They don't need everything.
Why?
They don't need everything. That's why they're so good. They don't need everything.
He does because he can't win. He can't go to. He can't even get to a Super Bowl. He can't even get there.
I mean, but he has the best. But he has the best quarterback in the world on his side of the thing. You wouldn't get to the Super Bowl with he was over there.
We just beat him in the Super Bowl. So you telling me in an AFC, if we were in AFC, we can't do it?
You beat him in the Super Bowl when his whole offensive line was out.
And
he lost his number one receiver.
Stop it.
What I'm saying is if you played them before that.
Bro, you can't do that because Josh Allen played him with the worst O-line. Pat Mahomes didn't have an O-line when he played Josh Allen. He didn't.
He didn't.
He didn't.
They got hurt in that week.
Bro, he didn't. He did not have a good O-line when he played. And in 2020 as well, when they played Tampa in the Super Bowl, he didn't have an O-line, and he still got there.
Yeah, and he lost. Bad.
But none of those other guys beat him, is what I'm trying to tell you. Nobody. Josh didn't beat him. Joe didn't beat him. Lamar didn't beat him. Like, so
because he's really good. He can make plays. I mean, listen, you're making my point for me that even if things are stacked against him, he still can win. That's just how good he is.
Mahomes. Yes.
And Josh Allen has been dealing with him.
Take Mahomes out of this conversation because Mahomes clearly can overcome his team's deficiencies. 100%.
Okay, cool. Yes.
Josh Allen cannot. He needs more. And I'm okay with you saying that he needs more because I tell you, like, okay, but don't sit here and blame and shame another quarterback when his team puts more around him.
Wait. But you're kind of making my point for me.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are because no, you are, and I'm gonna explain how. You said that Mahomes can overcome.
Yeah, he can.
Right? And he's shown that.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
He's the best. So is Josh Allen supposed to overcome the best?
Was Mahomes there this year?
No.
Okay. Was Lamar there this year?
Is Denver a better team than the Bills?
team-wise,
Yes.
Bo Nix
Okay,
isn't.
so he's supposed to. Again, he's still not in a great situation. If his team is not better, how much do you?
I can't stand all these freaking excuses for this guy, bro.
I'm not making excuses. That's just facts. If I'm playing on a team that's not as good as yours and I don't win, what do you want me to do? And he made it close, and it came down to a play that was horrible. It was a bad call.
It shouldn't have came down to that. But that is my point.
You're right. This is more an indictment on the Broncos than anything.
Exactly.
You're making Josh Allen's being really good case for him.
No,
because him being close to a team that you said is better. He's better, right? And it came down to a play.
Yeah.
Right. So if I'm always constantly contending with a better team, that I'm pretty good. Just because I can't win that game or I didn't win that game doesn't mean that I'm not really good.
Tell me
this. Josh Allen losing the first round with the Eagles.
I don't care. Why?
Okay, that's what I'm saying, bro. You got to.
Why are we doing that?
But I'm saying the situations aren't the same.
With 3 or 4 turnovers, probably
he
will.
Still scored 30. You didn't turn the ball over once, and you only got 17 against a team that went on in the next round and lost 41-6. And they lost it on the first quarter.
Bro, these excuses for a guy
who's
0-7 in overtime, 0-3 since they changed the rules for him, and it's like, okay, yes, I'm gonna be on board with you that the Bills are not better than the Denver Broncos, but literally we're in the game with 3 turnovers. So take those 3 turnovers away. The game is way over.
Wait, hold on. Why do you say they're not gonna punt? What's the difference between a 3-and-out and a turnover? Wait, hold on. What's the difference between a 3-and-out and a turnover?
No, because stop it. Because the times that Josh Allen didn't turn the football over, they scored.
Oh, perfect. So
okay.
What's the difference between a 3-and-out and a turnover?
You're giving literally on them on a short field. You gave the Denver Broncos chances.
But like the last one, he was all the way down by like the 20.
It's overtime. All they need to get is field goal range.
Listen. I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is he's not going to score every time anyway. What are you going to go 8 for 8 with scores? So he's going to have to punt. So you might as well just be a turnover.
Are you seriously doing that right now? Are you seriously saying?
Here's the difference. I'm going to give you another thing. Here's the thing. Think about it this way, and I want you to really think about this. Actually, you just made a great point, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it against you.
Go ahead.
You said Josh Allen scored 30.
Yes.
Right? With 4 TOs.
Yes.
Okay. You had 1 TO. Scored.
I don't care about what the Eagles did.
No. Now, hold on. I'm going to take it back even further. Okay. He had 1 TO in that one Super Bowl they lost, right? What was the score at halftime?
Okay. Yeah.
The Super Bowl y'all lost. What was the score?
24-14.
And y'all ended up with 35, right?
Yeah.
So, and no turnovers, right? Or did you have the one?
In the second half?
Yeah, you just no turnovers?
Yeah, he only had 1. Yes.
All right, cool. So, do you see what I'm getting at?
No, I don't.
Even when he turns the ball over, he still can get as many points as you do.
You giving other teams, serious right, bro? You're serious right now?
He had 1 turnover. So think about you're just getting stopped. Like you're actually getting stopped. You get your 4 plays, your 3 plays, and you can't do anything. You couldn't score. You had to lead at halftime.
Whoa.
You couldn't score. You let the same dude that you're saying shouldn't be able to walk down, or he should be able to beat, is the same dude that you lost to.
And then we beat. But okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, you beat him in a hobbled state. Like, fair enough. You beat him. You're supposed to,
bro. This is insane.
Okay. Going in that game, are you supposed to win or lose?
This is insane. Yes, the Eagles were the favorites. Yes, they should have won.
Cool.
Like we're acting as if Josh hasn't had opportunity after opportunity with this playing against a hobbled state as well. Also, the Bills having a better team than the Kansas City Chiefs at times when they played them. They just didn't have a better quarterback, but that doesn't mean that they have a better team. They had a better team, 100%.
Exactly. Exactly.
This is I can't stand these questions because who cares?
No.
About that.
It matters.
It does not matter. You
It
cannot
matters. If I have everything
hypotheticals.
and you have nothing, or
No,
not nothing. He doesn't have
can't
any nothing.
here and come at me with hypotheticals.
It's not a
over
hypothetical.
What if this guy, what if this guy switched with this? What if Jalen went to the Chargers? What if Justin Herbert had the Eagles? Who cares? Take them for the situation that they are in right now.
But if the situation is not ideal, then why are you asking them to be? So you want Josh Allen to just be Superman every time?
It's
every
not
game?
about being Superman.
No, he has to be.
It's not about being Superman.
Then how's he going to win the game?
It's about don't give the Denver Broncos short fields with turnovers, 4 of them, and one of them being in overtime. I don't care if it was a controversial play. You shouldn't have been there because you missed the game-winning touchdown. I don't care about what somebody else would do on another team. It's not real. That's not real.
Okay, but what's real is he's lost to a better team every time he's lost. Actually, matter of fact, did you say the Bills were better than them ever?
They had better teams at times.
Ain't the Chiefs always been in first place and they've had every home? I mean, have
roster
hosted every
because of Mahomes, but roster-wise, they weren't
right. So
after Tyreek Hill left,
yes,
the Bills were always better than the Chiefs. Yes,
no,
they were.
They're not.
Team-wise, they were. Yes, they were.
No, the Chiefs went up to like top 10 defense. They started actually playing defense.
So listen to my.
Yeah, see, you're tripping. You're tripping.
No,
because
I'm not tripping. I still believe.
Wait, haven't the Chiefs hosted every AFC game? AFC
I'm telling you, that is because of Mahomes, and
so the team
because of Mahomes
and the team.
Bills roster-wise have had better rosters than the Chiefs since Tyreek Hill left. Yes, they have.
No, they haven't because they can't win more games.
About what the record was, Brendan?
Well, record also is an
roster.
Record is also an indication of being.
Did the Eagles have the best roster in the NFL? Did the Eagles have the best roster in the NFL?
Yes, they did.
Okay, and they weren't in first place, so it doesn't matter.
Well, you do know why though.
Oh, you're gonna tell because of Jalen Hurts. Go ahead. Yeah, because of Jalen Hurts. Because it's Jalen Hurts' fault. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, if you beat the Giants, you beat the Cowboys, you're sitting at 14 wins.
This is ridiculous.
Are you saying that
in the years that the Bills lost those games? What you want to look at the schedule and tell me they play the Chiefs every single game?
Yeah, but the Chiefs didn't lose. That's the problem. The Chiefs were going like 15-2, 14-3 every year because they were the best team, and they had the best player.
Bro,
and you want and see this is the thing though. If you face them before you got to the Super Bowl, this is gonna be part of my LeBron argument. But if you face them before you got to the Super Bowl, you just would never make the Super Bowl. That's all it would be.
You know that. This is another hypothetical. How do you know?
Because you lost them in the Super Bowl. The only one you won was the one that they came in hurt.
And Josh Allen played that same team and lost.
Yeah, but they have the best player. But here's the thing, though.
Crazy, bro.
Listen, you're not listening to yourself.
No.
My team is not as good as theirs. Even hurt, my team is not as good as theirs. The Eagles are better than them, even hurt. I mean, especially when they're hurt. That's what you're not listening to yourself.
I am, because
the Bills are not as good as the Eagles. I mean, they're not as good as the Chiefs, and the Chiefs weren't as good as the Eagles hurt. Those are not equal. The Chiefs are still, the Bills and Eagles are not equal teams.
Listen to what I'm saying. Joe Burrow in 2021.
Yes.
With the Chiefs had Tyreek Hill with that best team.
Yes.
Went into Arrowhead.
Yeah.
With the worst O-line in football, the very worst, and one of the worst defenses in the NFL.
Yeah.
And won.
Yeah.
Why can't Josh Allen with a better team do it?
Do it once?
Ever. Why can't he do it ever?
I mean, he only did it once. He did it like 17 times. Josh Allen's still got like 10 more years left to play. He's gonna do it.
Yo, this is what he's played. How many times has he played him in the playoffs? He can't do it once. And Joe Burrow against that same team has done it already. I don't care if it was one. You keep telling me it was like, oh, it's one game. It's one game. But it's not like Josh hasn't had more games. And it's not like Josh. Like this is what irks me so much about this argument. It's not even about the Eagles, not about Jalen Hurts. It's not about that. It's the fact that some of these guys are so coddled at 30 years old. We're over here got grown men on national TV on NFL Network crying that Josh Allen didn't make the AFC Championship game because I feel for him. Why? He had 4 turnovers. Why do we have to feel bad for him? Why is it that like, and then CJ Stroud's talking, they're talking about CJ Stroud basically getting shipped out of Houston because he had 4 turnovers in a game, rightfully so, that you should be criticizing him.
Well, he was horrible.
Yeah, he was horrible.
But he didn't have 3 studs to go with it, though. That's the thing. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. And he was already, I already don't look at him as he's expendable. Josh Allen is not expendable. Is Josh Allen as expendable as?
No. But
okay, and his interceptions look horrible. I mean, they're just like
they were bad. Yes. But Josh
Allen was snatched out of his receiver's hands.
That was one. He threw a terrible interception into double coverage. Terrible interception in double coverage.
I agree. I'm not going to disagree with that.
Strip sack that he shouldn't have been running with the ball that way, and another one, and another fumble. So what are we talking about? 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions, one being right before the half when you had to get points, right after half when you have to get points, and in overtime as well, which led to 10 points from the Denver Broncos. So, like, come on, bro. Like, this is what I'm trying to, like, stop with the whole, like, he has to do everything. Don't turn the football over. How about that? Don't turn the football over 4 times. It ain't like he had 3-4 touchdowns and had 1 pick. He had 4 turnovers and 3 touchdowns. So your touchdown interception ratio is already lopsided anyway.
No, it's 3-2. He's turnover. You meant touchdown turnover ratio.
He had 4 turnovers and 3 touchdowns. Am I right?
Yeah, but I mean, god dang, Caleb. Snatch it out of the receiver's hands. Like, what do you want me to do?
Take that away. Take that away. Take that away.
Now I'm good.
Take away. Right,
and we were in field goal range in overtime.
3 and 3, right? 3 and 3.
We're in field goal range in overtime.
You wouldn't be there in overtime anyway had you just hit a throw to Dawson Knox wide open. That would have won the game. You don't give Jalen.
He got to make that throw. I'm not disagreeing with you. But to sit here and act like he's going to make every throw perfectly every time, and he had pressure from behind that he could feel, probably. I don't know that for sure, so I'm not going to say that. But somebody was right there behind him, reaching for him.
Crazy, bro. This is just crazy.
And listen, the Bills aren't supposed to beat the Broncos. They're not supposed to beat them. They're not the better team. So, honestly, just being a good game is already just another indictment on how good he is. Because I'm telling you, if Bo Nix was on the Bills and they switched quarterbacks, that game's not close. Is that facts or no?
I'm not answering.
But is that facts or no?
I'm not answering that. I don't like answering hypotheticals.
That's the way you
don't do that because it's
true.
It's not fact. It's not truth. It's not truth. It isn't
not
truth.
True. So you're saying that they wouldn't?
Because what if Josh Allen again throws 4 turnovers on the Denver Broncos?
Bo Nix is not going to go score like that. Because think about the throws that Josh Allen has to make to score. That's what you're not taking into account. The throws, the touchdowns, the scores.
You acting like Josh Allen had to make these ridiculous throws, otherworldly, that you've seen Caleb. He has to make a Caleb Williams throw, fading away 40 yards backward every single drive. That's what he has to do.
You're talking about that he underthrew? That had 56 or 60 yards in the air. That throw was ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Like most quarterbacks can't even hit that throw.
And also it's
a little bit underthrown.
Double coverage.
And it hit the dude in the face. It hit Brandon Cooks in the face. That's why it bounced. And he had to catch it on the bounce. If Brandon Cooks could just, catch, then it wouldn't even have been that. It wouldn't even have been that. If he caught it like this, he would have caught it. He literally went like this, hit him in the face, and he caught it on the rebound.
If Josh Allen, that's the thing. Josh Allen didn't give a fumble up in plus territory. If Josh Allen also didn't get another fumble up in plus territory. If Josh Allen hit a wide open.
You won't say that about Jalen Hurts, though.
Huh?
Say that about Jalen Hurts then, too.
About what?
So it's his fault.
Listen to what I'm saying. Nope. You can't do that.
Is it his fault or no?
I told you, had Josh Allen had one pick, one fumble, whatever, one turnover with 4 touchdowns, which Jalen Hurts had, by the way.
Yeah.
4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit there and be like, I'm like, man, I mean that's a great game.
Look, there's your inconsistency.
That's not being inconsistent. He didn't have one. He had 4.
He fumbled it in, but you might as well listen. Any 3 and outs, 4 and you might as well just they're turnovers at the end of the day.
That's not.
You don't get to score. He scored
true.
30 points.
That's
30 points. without giving with 4 turnovers.
A 3-and-out isn't a turnover, Brendan. A 3-and-out
it might as well be. It's the same thing. You give the ball to the other team.
You're punting the ball away and putting them in more than likely bad field position.
Hopefully.
Other than giving them a turnover at the 50-yard line.
I mean, again, it's very, very similar to punting.
It's not now I'm hearing that turnovers are the same as 3-and-outs. Now this is what you're saying to just coddle this guy who hasn't won a big game in his life.
I'm saying that both end in no scores. So another team getting the ball. So what does it matter how they get the ball?
No. It matters where they get the ball. It matters. Yes. Momentum matters, by the way.
Okay, cool. So Jalen Hurts changed the momentum. He lost in the game.
Jalen Hurts changed the momentum in the first half.
And he lost in the game.
He didn't lose in the game because he went right back down and scored, yes. And then didn't turn the ball over the rest of the game. Didn't turn the ball over the rest of the game.
And he barely scored. He might as well throw in 3 interceptions.
Down 8 with 5 minutes left, went and tied the game up. And then didn't see the ball again for the last 5 minutes of the game. All right.
Wait, hold on. So he was down 8. Why was he down 8? Wasn't he up 10?
Dude, this is insane. This is
because he didn't.
This is insane.
Maybe if he went and scored the ball, they wouldn't even have been in that position. But he went a whole half. Oh, so he only scored 3 up until that. Oh my God! He was getting clamped.
Wait, hold on. This argument right here is the most insufferable argument ever. But I cannot believe.
You be honest.
You are literally.
I want to test your logic.
No, it's not about that. This isn't about that. I told you I am not putting all the blame on Jalen Hurts. He had a turnover that led to 7 points. 100% led to 7 points. Changed the momentum in the first half. Second half, yes, he had a few 3-and-outs. Yes, he did. But that's not a turnover. Okay. That isn't a turnover.
Cool. Now, so you're telling me that all the way up until there was 8 minutes left and they were down 8, that he had only scored 3 more points then. Is that true or no?
He did, yeah. You're right. Yep.
So he was virtually locked up.
Virtually nothing. Okay, yeah, virtually.
No. Was he locked up?
The defense was playing good for the Kansas City Chiefs, and yes.
And then so they couldn't move the ball, so they were punting, and the Chiefs were going down and scoring, right? I imagine
they were. Yep.
Cool. So what's the difference? Your team is not scoring. And their team is scoring.
Okay.
What's the difference?
So from now on, every single time somebody has 4 turnovers in a game. Oh no, that's cool. No, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Like,
as long as they're playing really well, though. He was playing really well. It's that 25 of 39, 3 tuds, interception that was literally in his receiver's hands.
Okay, take that away. 3 other ones, and
then a strip sack from the back end.
Yeah,
which is fair. Man. I'm not disagreeing with you, but he didn't see him. I mean, what do you want me to? I can't. He was.
If you're tucking the football and running the way you're supposed to, that doesn't happen. He's running with the ball like a little kid. Like, what are we talking about?
That's also true. That's a good question. You answer that.
What?
You see it.
How did Dalen do sustained drive? They were number 1 in 3-and-outs. Yes, okay. I guess.
No, not even just this year. I'm talking about that. He's talking about specifically, I think.
No, he's talking about this postseason.
Well, yeah, okay. So yeah, they're not even they I don't know, bro. I just think I'm not trying to
get every single conversation to be thrown. It's like, what about Jalen Hurts? What about Jalen Hurts? It's not about this. It's about the fact that.
But you have to be. I'm trying to see how consistent you'll be, because like if you say, okay, Jalen Hurts, you can't hold the ball like a little kid. Well, okay, also Jalen did that too, and that's why he lost the touchdown.
No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. Because take the game against the Chargers for example. Defense played well in that game, right? Also forced. Against the Chargers and the Eagles and Chargers.
Defense,
he had 4 interceptions, right?
Yeah.
He also you didn't even give him 1 ounce of grace that he hit AJ Brown on a deep pass that would have won the game that he dropped. You didn't give him 1.
I did. We did it live. I said he got to catch that.
But no. When we talked about it afterwards, he was like, "Oh, he had 4 picks in the game though. Like you can't. What you want? What you want?"
He also only had 1 tud and he looked atrocious. And I've never seen somebody throw an interception, get a fumble recovery, and then fumble it again. Like this was like he looked like the Looney Tunes when they took all their powers away. It was like, is that Jalen Hurts or Shamar Moore? Like, yeah, I didn't know who that was. And then I also did say at the time that he should have caught that. I mean, it was a really good play by the defender. He got his hand in on AJ Brown's hand as he was trying to make the catch. It was a really good play, but you got to come down with that. If I'm going to pay you all this money and you're going to be this top end, top flight, call for the ball receiver, you got to make those plays. Right? Also, I mean, Jalen Hurts threw him a hospital ball for his other interception. He threw an interception to a lineman. He threw an interception for the game. I mean, like, it was just like there was a bunch of things that went on. And the one interception for the game, that was a crazy play, by the way, because he wasn't even supposed to be there. So, I mean, no, he lost in that game, though. He was horrible. And he didn't get 30. And the other quarterback played terrible, too. And the only touchdown. Wait, no. No, yeah, the only touchdown you scored was Saquon, right? Jalen didn't have a touchdown that game. Right?
Mm-hmm.
No, did he or did he not? I'm asking you. So, wait, that's not even comparable.
It is comparable.
Brother, Jalen Hurts was the
I don't care.
He couldn't even hold you
I
into
don't
the game.
care.
Josh literally was the only reason you're even considering that they should have maybe possibly won the game. And it's a maybe possibly because they shouldn't have won. They're facing the number one team with the number one defense, and they're really good. And they're better than his team. So everything is stacked on the other side. The number one team, they got home field. They're number one. They've been playing really well all year. Their quarterback's been okay. Their defense is number one. Or top 5. I don't know if it's number 1 exactly, but top 5 for sure. I mean, everything was just stacked against him, and he made it a game with having not one of his best games. So even, oh my God, even his worst games are sometimes better. He was fantastic, bro. You
Fantastic is insane, dude.
You hate him, bro. He was fantastic.
That's not hating.
He was fantastic because maybe the turnovers are not great, but he's also the only reason they're in the game. And he's in my high. I forgot. I didn't even think about that part.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. If my degree of difficulty is harder than your degree of difficulty, I'm not gonna fault you for that. Like, for example, like Karl Malone is still gonna be an all-time great. He just couldn't beat Jordan, and that's okay. No one could. That was the hard part. No one could in that situation. Mahomes is our Jordan.
It's not like Mahomes hasn't lost though.
Yeah, but he's our. Yeah, he's lost. Yeah, he has lost. He has lost. But when the things are stacked against him,
the things were not stacked against him.
In what year?
Last year, they were not stacked against him, and they weren't stacked against. I mean, I'm sorry.
What do you mean they weren't stacked against him?
Sorry. In the AFC, they were stacked against him, and nobody beat him
because he's a beast. He can still overcome against lesser teams. He just couldn't beat your team because your team is better than the teams he was playing. I don't understand what's so hard to understand about that. If the team is not as good as you, even when you're hurt, they're still not as good as him. I'm not understanding what you're not seeing. The Bills were still not better than them, even hurt.
No, stop. You keep going in reference to the fact that these guys don't have better teams than the Eagles. I'm telling you, in the games that they played against the Chiefs, none of them were blowouts, and they gave the ball back to the Chiefs. Like, that's what happened.
Because the Chiefs are good.
Gee, Lord have mercy, brother. You're just gonna. All right, this is what I'm saying. You're just gonna find something wrong.
But I'm trying to understand you because I'm saying if the Chiefs are still better than them, even hurt, they're still better than them.
They're not. They weren't.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
The Chiefs had a top 10 defense and the best quarterback in the world.
The Chiefs hurt are not better roster than the Bills. They're not.
Yes, last year they were. Let's go position by position.
Last year they were not.
What did the Bills do better?
First off.
Yeah.
First off, Bills had a better running game, and they had a better defense because the Chiefs' defense wasn't all that to begin with.
They were top 10
right now.
They were top 10.
Okay,
they were very good.
I'm telling you right now, they were very beatable against good teams. 100%.
Yeah, but they were very good though. They were top 10.
The Bills' defense wasn't trash either. So how about that?
It wasn't trash, but it wasn't top 10.
Dude, this is crazy to me, bro. This is insane.
Is that not true?
Was Josh Allen not the MVP last year?
Yes, but is he better than Mahomes? What record? What was Mahomes' record last year, by the way? Just real quick. Were they second, third, fifth?
They had to go on the road the rest of the playoffs. So
they were first.
No, they had to go on the road the entire playoffs. They were probably fourth, is what I'm trying to tell you. Because they won a division, so they were fourth. So they had to go on the road the entire playoffs.
I thought they've hosted every AFC championship game.
No, last year he had to go on the road every single game. On the road to Baltimore, on the road to Buffalo.
Amazing. Look how amazing he is.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying Bills were the favorite team in that game, by the way. They were favored at home
because they were at home.
Lost.
They're not a better team. Let's go position by position. Who has better receivers? Well, obviously quarterback. We know the answer.
Who has better receivers?
Yeah.
Last year? Yeah, Bills had better receivers last year.
Okay,
How
cool.
about that?
Tight end.
The tight end, you give it to
obviously.
Okay. No. Tight ends, like, because the Bills use their tight ends more. Thank you. You got to be catching playoffs, and Josh don't got that. That's all I'm trying to get at. That's all I'm trying to get at right there. That's all I'm trying to get at.
Wait, hold on. Is there a possibility that he's clutch and there's just someone that's more clutch? Is that a possibility? Can you not be clutch? And
he's had in the game in 2021, I gave him that was his clutchest moment. He just happened 13 seconds. They got in field goal range, and he didn't see the ball in overtime. That's the only game though. So everything else.
That's pretty clutch. All right, cool. Now
that was one game.
Okay, cool. What's the next one?
What's his record in the? Let me tell you. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you right now.
He has the best touchdown. Doesn't he have the best touchdown interception
ratio right now? I'm gonna tell you right now. I got a stat for you right now. I got a stat for you right now. Listen, I got a stat for you right now, because you are. This is.
Doesn't he have the best playoff? Doesn't he have the best touchdown interception ratio ever? Yes. No. Yes. No.
I got a stat for you.
He's 7-6 in the playoffs.
I'm gonna tell you who those wins. I'm gonna tell you who those wins came against.
I guess 8-7 now.
Let me tell you who those wins came against.
Lost to the Texans. First playoff game, 2020. Then he beat the Colts. And
this is who Josh Allen has beat in the playoffs.
Okay.
40-year-old Phillip Rivers at the end of his last year of his career.
Wait, what you mean?
Tyler
21?
Huntley.
Is that 21?
This is over the course of his entire career. That was 2020. Phillip Rivers, Tyler Huntley, Mac Jones,
Lamar was hurt.
Mason Rudolph, Skylar Thompson, Bo Nix, who just eliminated him Saturday, Lamar Jackson, who's 3-5 in the playoffs, and Trevor Lawrence. That's his wins. 8 postseason wins. Those are his wins.
How many of his? So he has 3 losses to who?
The Chiefs.
Okay, cool. And he lost to the Bengals.
Lost to the Bengals.
So that's Burrow.
Not a better team, by the way. Bills had a better team, by the way, just so you know.
Burrow's better.
Huh?
Burrow when healthy is better.
Bills had a better team. Did you not? Am I not wrong?
Yeah. I get that. But Burrow's better. Hold on. Now. All right. So, okay. Anyway, you're right, though. He should have beat the Bills. He should have beat the Bengals. But, I mean, Burrow's also an all-time great quarterback. Who else beat him? Bo Nix. He's beat Lamar twice. Right? No, he didn't, because Huntley played this year, right? No. He beat Lamar last year.
He beat Lamar one time. Yes.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Time out. So the only quarterbacks he's lost to are Mahomes, Burrow,
Bo Nix, and Lamar and
who's the quarterback in 2020
for who?
The Texans.
Deshaun Watson. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? You gonna tell me Deshaun Watson is better than Josh Allen?
Wait a minute. So he lost to
Deshaun Watson better than Josh Allen.
The 6 Pro Bowlers. Actually, Bo Nix probably won't make it. Well, no, Bo Nix made it, didn't he?
I don't know if he made it this year. I doubt he made it.
Okay, but he lost to 5 Pro Bowlers and 1 really good team and 1 of the best defenses ever, or one of the best defenses in the league.
You're telling me no, you're not.
Those are his only losses.
Quarterbacks. You tell me quarterbacks, but then you're not referring to the teams. Bills were better
than the Bengals. Yes, 1
better than the Bengals.
Cool.
Better than Houston.
Deshaun Watson was really good, bro. But yeah, they're better than them. They're better than them. Deshaun Watson was really good that year, though. And I think that's a young Allen, ain't it? How old is Allen in that year?
26, 25.
because that's his first playoff appearance. So 2021.
But he's
wait,
that's
so
5 years ago.
So I don't know if they were better than them at that moment.
They were better than them at that moment.
Then why didn't they make the playoffs the year before?
What was 2019? I don't know what happened.
He doesn't
What does that have to do with the year before?
Well, I'm saying, what additions did they make that made them better than them all of a sudden?
I'll tell you right now.
Because I think D-Hop is on that.
Yeah, D-Hop was on the Texans team.
So you got a Pro Bowl quarterback, an All-Pro quarterback actually, and then you got
in 2020 they were 13-3. The Bills. So
they weren't.
In 2020 they were 13-3.
What did Josh Allen do that year?
He beat Phillip Rivers. Remember?
No, because that's not the.
You talking about 2019 then?
Yeah, I'm talking about 2020.
No, are you saying 20? Are you saying no? Are you saying 19 and 20, or are you saying 20 and 21?
Whenever they played the Texans for that season, I'm talking about that specific season.
They were 10-6. That was 2019, 2020. That was
what were the Texans?
That was Brady's last year.
What were the Texans?
Texans.
Because that means they couldn't have been in the head of the division then.
They were also 10-6.
Okay, so it was evenly matched teams. Okay. I mean, then Deshaun Watson better. At that time. Not anymore. But at that time. And and I don't even think the Bills were all that crazy. Like you're trying to make them seem like they were just like this head and shoulders better than the Texans. They were.
I never.
But they weren't that much better. They weren't even better than them. Really, they were actually the same. So why is that not just a toss-up? Anybody could have won that. And then he beat Phillip. You're right about that. He beat Lamar. So then we get the championship game. Lost to the greatest, second greatest. 22 is that Mac Jones?
Did they play the Patriots?
Yeah.
Yes, that's why he beat Mac Jones.
All right, he beat Mac Jones, then lost to the greatest. Then he beat Tua. Trash.
He beat Skylar Thompson. He didn't even beat Tua.
Oh.
Skylar Thompson played.
What's the difference?
My point exactly.
And then he lost to Burrow, which Burrow's an all-time great, but the Bills should win that. So that's a bad loss.
See, but this is my problem here. You see how we're just trying to fine-tune all these things and add context.
Well, you're right. You should beat them.
You never do that for anybody else. You just say, like, Josh Allen, why is it hard for us? Why is it hard to say that he cannot win the big game? Why can't we just say that he can't win it? Up to this point in his career, he has not made a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, but that's
stop it.
But if the best team is on, like, that's like saying the Warriors.
Okay. So if he plays the Chiefs earlier and he would just never make it to the divisional round either. If you play the Chiefs in a wild card, he's never making it to the divisional round.
I mean,
so he would just been 0 whatever if he played the Chiefs, because his wins in the playoffs come against terrible teams, terrible quarterbacks, by the way.
I mean, what do you want me to do? What do you want him to do?
This is what I'm.
You want him to overcome the second greatest quarterback ever, also like the third or fourth greatest dynasty ever, and you just want him to be like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take these teams and we're just gonna tranche them.
It's not about tranching them. It's the fact that you've been in the games. You have been, and you have.
The one they had 13 seconds left. Like, what are you supposed to do about that?
I told you that's not his fault.
I told you that's part of beating them. Is I had to rely on other people, and they didn't get it done. What do you want me to do? This is what I'm saying. You're not even being fair about it. Like,
I had to. Jalen Hurts had to rely on seconds left. They didn't get it done either. Jalen Hurts had to rely on his defense to get a stop with 5 minutes left, and they didn't get it done either. How about that?
Who?
Jalen Hurts had to rely on his defense against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and in the second with 5 minutes left because he never saw the ball back. How about that?
Fair, but he also, but he didn't give him 13. Like Caleb, 13 seconds. You had 13 seconds.
I'm not talking about that game.
I'm talking
about every other time? What about every other time?
I would have beat them.
What about every other time, though? What about every other game? What about every other game? You
knew that there's only 2 other ones.
What? No. That's not the only. He hasn't lost any. Like, okay, what about the Lamar game? What about the Lamar game? I mean, what about the Deshaun Watson? And then what about the 2 other games last year in the AFC Championship game? What happened?
Who's the AFC championship game?
What happened? He had the ball with his hands to end it. He had the ball in his hands to end it.
Yeah.
Didn't score.
Okay.
Was it Chiefs defense? Oh, it was the Chiefs defense.
Why can't they be? Why can they? You're not gonna score every time.
It's not about scoring every time. It's about scoring when you need to score. When the moments that matter most, when you need to score. That's what happens. That's what I'm talking about. The moments that matter most. It's the moments that matter most. Who is
his best receiver?
Dude,
I'm asking. I don't know.
They were in the game.
Who is his best receiver? I mean, I think you're not being fair.
Who's Mahomes' best receiver?
Travis Kelce. The second greatest.
Travis Kelce was not Travis Kelce of old. Stop. You know this.
The second greatest receiver of all time. I mean, second greatest tight end of all time. And yeah, he basically was, because he literally had 1,000 yards and was like one of the most targeted players in the league. And no, he didn't have to run after catch, but he definitely had the mental stuff and everything. I just think you're being like absolutely unfair to Josh Allen. Absolutely unfair.
I'm being fair.
I cannot imagine a time where you would think, oh yeah, bro, you're up 3 with 13 seconds left and you get a kickoff and they're gonna take it all the way. And then you expect him to just be like, yep, let me just win that. There's his Super Bowl appearance right there. And it just got taken right out of his hand. And you're upset with him. And you're like, bro, you didn't get it done. What do you mean I didn't get it done? It wasn't
an AFC championship game. That was a divisional round. He still would have had to play another game after that.
Yeah, but who cares? Who knows? Well, if we beat them, we beat the team that they beat. More than likely. Who's the team that they beat? Who did the Chiefs beat next?
2021. No, they lost.
They lost to the Bengals. They lost to the Bengals. Yeah, 27-24.
Who Josh also lost to. So you don't know if he even gets by them either.
Yeah, maybe.
So
no, you're right. But
any hypotheticals?
He should have beat Mahomes. He would have beat Mahomes. No? Yes?
Okay. And then you
don't know. There's a big drive right there.
It's not like that was the AFC Championship game and it came down to it. He still would have to play another game to another quarterback who he ended up losing to anyway the following year.
The following year, yeah. We'll see. I mean, there's a lot of time. There's a lot of career left, right? He could very well get 2-3 Super Bowls. I mean, the Bills just got to build a little bit more around him. But I mean, this is an organization that's known for losing. They have I think the one streak, the streak of like losing all like 4 Super Bowls in a row or something like that. That's the only team ever done that. Mm-hmm. So like, it's not like this is like a storied franchises that wins and whatnot. So I mean, it's tough. It's not the ideal situation that you want to have. But like, I can't really name a quarterback that's been in a non-ideal situation and just like win. Like the Chiefs, Mahomes.
It's not about winning. It's about getting there. Get there once. Get there once. How about that? Get there. Just get there. At least get to the Super Bowl. Like, get there. Give yourself a chance. Get there.
Oh, I'm reading this. Hold on. I'm reading this because, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I get it. But it's hard for me to understand how if he had come in with the best team and it was like, oh yeah, they're the best team, and he fails, then you could be like, okay, you're the problem. But I mean, if he doesn't have the best team, you can't expect the underdog to just win 3, 4, 5 games in a row. Like Aaron Rodgers did it once, and then I don't know another team that really was like underdog win.
But he wasn't the underdog in every single one of those games.
I'm not saying he was, but I'm saying having 2-3 games of underdogness seems very difficult as well.
It's not that he's 2-3 games of underdogness every single year. He's the only game he's ever been an underdog is against the Chiefs.
Right. So he wins the games he's supposed to win and then loses the game he's supposed to lose. Is that not? Except the one he lost to the Bengals. I give you that. And I don't see. Here's the thing. I'm not even a big crazy Josh Allen man. I'm just like, I want this to be consistent. That's what I'm looking for.
You're not.
I am. I'm as consistent as can be.
No, I don't think you are.
My opinion has not wavered at all. At all.
This is what I'm gonna say. Let's move. Let's move to our picks for the AFC for the championship Sunday.
All right, bet.
All right, here we go. We got starting off AFC championship game in Denver.
Yeah, give me New England.
Jared Stidham versus Drake May.
New England.
I'm also going to take New England to go and win and go to the Super Bowl for the first time since Tom Brady has left.
And I got the Rams.
I got the Seahawks in this one.
New England Rams. Let's go.
Nah, I got Seattle. And I want Seattle. I'm also saying because I want Seattle to win.
I know.
Tell
you
me
want
your
Seattle to win it all?
No, I got New England winning it all, but I just I'm kind of I just hate watching the Rams. So
that's crazy.
It's not.
Why do you hate watching the Rams?
Matt Stafford's another one that people just bruh, Lord have mercy.
What?
3 turnovers. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. Defense needs to stop. It's not his fault though. Look at this throw he made. Yeah, three picks by the way that lost him. He's single-handedly the reason why they're not the number 1 seed. So how about that?
He's also one of the.
Yeah, he's also the reason why they're. Nope.
Okay, I'm about to say,
Nope.
There's 2 sides to it.
Nope. You can't do that. How many times you come at me about my quarterback saying he got a team? He got two top 10 receivers on his team.
Yes, but what do you always tell me?
You got to perform. No, but you can't do that though. You can't say he's the reason. You can't say he's the reason.
What do you always tell me?
About what?
There's a whole nother 11 people that have to be relied on too. He overcomes not having a fantastic defense by being a fantastic offensive player. Is that not true? This is what I'm trying to tell you. Other quarterbacks, most quarterbacks have to overcome something. There's only one quarterback in the league that has to overcome nothing and still can't do it consistently.
That's absurd, dude. That's wild. That's insane to me.
What does he have to overcome?
Cool.
What are you bad at?
Okay.
You got good receivers?
This year we weren't literally the worst inept scheme in the NFL. We weren't.
Perfect.
You gotta overcome
that. You gotta overcome your coaches because your quarterback won't call any plays at the line.
Yeah, overcome the coaches, but other guys are getting fired left and right because they're saying coaching is the issue, and that's why these guys can't get it done. That's why they fired Sean McDermott. They fired John Harbaugh.
And I like Sean McDermott too. I'm sad.
They're fired John Harbaugh. They're firing all these coaches, Mike McDaniel, because it's their fault. Their team can't get it done. But when it comes to the Eagles, it's on the quarterback to overcome the inept coaching staff that we have.
Yeah, but you listen. What do you have to overcome on the field? Let's just do that. On the field.
That matters.
I'm asking you though, what is it? What do you overcome on the field?
An awful play. Is that not legit?
No, it is. It is a legit case. Great.
So anything that's what I'm telling you. Has to overcome anything else. That right there.
Anything else?
Won 11 games. In 2023, also went 11-6 with the 31st ranked defense in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
One also went to the playoffs that year.
Mm-hmm.
Had over any other situation, mind you, accounted for 40 touchdowns that year. Overcame.
Wait, what's his name? What? How'd that year end?
We lost in the first round. We lost in the first round.
Tampa?
Yes.
That's a Tampa game? Oh, okay.
Yes. Right. Well, which we didn't have a better team then, by the way, just so you know. Just because so
wait, whoa.
Okay. Our defense was horrendous. Their defense was one of the best defenses in the NFL. And they also had Mike Evans, Chris Godwin on their team as well, by the way. We had 2 great receivers, but they also had 2 great receivers with a way better defense.
Fair enough.
It's
funny though, because that game wasn't particularly close, was it?
But see, I'm not the one saying that though. I'm not the one saying
the game wasn't particularly close.
No, it wasn't. But I'm not the one sitting here and making excuses for Jalen on those years. You're the one making excuses for Josh.
Okay, so why did they lose then?
They lost because they were bad. They're a terrible defensive team.
Every time you score, you get what? So why didn't they score? I'm asking you that. I'm just legitimately asking you.
That year, our offensive coordinator got fired, by the way, and hasn't gotten a coaching opportunity since.
Okay.
That year hasn't had a coaching opportunity since.
Who's that?
Brian Johnson, also one of the worst coordinators known to man. So I'm telling you, we won 11 games with an inept scheme in 2023 as well, with an awful defense, and then this year with a terrible scheme, won 11 games as well. Went to the playoffs.
But do you realize that also is very similar to the quarterback you're trying to hate on? He doesn't.
No, I'm not, this is what I'm saying. I'm not
hate,
no,
but
no,
you
no,
don't like. Or,
I'm not hating on Josh Allen.
Not hating.
Saying you don't give these Jalen Hurts the credit, and neither does, and also the national media throwing a tear, like throwing tears down their face because this guy can't get it done. That's insane to me. That we're coddling a 30-year-old grown man because he hasn't gotten to a Super Bowl when he is a direct problem is that as well.
No, he is not.
He's
He's actually the only reason the Bills are even a viable option as a team. You can't be serious. You can't be serious that you don't see that.
I am not saying that he is not the reason why they are relevant.
Yes.
But he's also the reason why they didn't win on Saturday as well.
No.
All right, bro. All right. I can't. If that's gonna be your point, I can't. I'm not even gonna argue it anymore.
But you're not making any sense. I can't simultaneously be the only thing that's holding us up and also be the only thing that's keeping us back.
If that is your point,
wait, hold on. Time out. So what are you saying? Well, who would they be better off with? That's what I'm asking.
I'm not. No.
Yes, there has to. No. See, there has to be something that, because you're saying that somebody else can do it. Then who can do it?
I never said that. All I'm asking is for Josh Allen to not give the football to the other team.
Okay, so who can do it then?
Who can do what?
Who can not give the football to the other team? Because you got to have somebody in mind. Because if you're saying Josh Allen can't do it, then somebody can. Who can?
I said he hasn't done it.
I'm saying who can?
Definitely Mahomes, obviously. Lamar Jackson has better turnover, touchdown, and interception ratio. Lamar Jackson doesn't turn the football as much as Josh Allen does.
Okay, so Lamar Jackson could take the Bills, and they would be a Super Bowl. They'd be in Super Bowl. They'd be AFC champion.
I think if they had Lamar Jackson on their team rather than Josh Allen, especially on Saturday, they win the game, 100%. 100%. And you want to do all these hypotheticals? I don't like doing that. So I don't even like having this conversation because I don't like having doing these hypothetical. Who would be?
So you said Lamar Jackson. You said Mahomes. Who else?
Joe Burrow.
So Joe Burrow would have won that game.
I think yes.
Joe Burrow won the game. Okay.
Don't turn the football over.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else?
This year?
No, anybody else. In general.
I'm taking my quarterback.
Anybody can take the Bills past that.
I'm
the number one defense
quarterback over Josh Allen any day of the week.
Oh yeah. See, this is what I was hoping you were going to get.
I'm taking my quarterback over Josh Allen any day of the week. I'm taking Drake May over Josh Allen. I'm taking
so Josh Allen's like the 7th or 8th best quarterback in the league.
I'm telling you,
that's 6 quarterbacks. Gotta have to do his job better than them.
I'm telling you, and they gotta have a situation. This is one thing. Gotta have.
That's the most important. So six quarterbacks are better than.
And a gotta have a situation, 100%. At least
he's like the 7th best quarterback in the league.
Matt Stafford, taking him.
Okay, so 8th quarterback best in the league.
That's not them being the best in the league. I'm telling you, and they gotta have a situation, a clutch situation.
Yes, there's 8 quarterbacks that are better at his job than him.
In that situation, yes.
So then he's like the 8th best quarterback.
Brendan, that's not what I'm talking about.
So one drive is going to make them. You take 8 players in just one drive.
And they got it. This is what I'm telling you.
One game.
You'll be telling me, yo, who would you want with the ball in your hands? And that's what I'm trying to tell you. With the ball in the hands, ready to win a game, who are you taking? I'm not taking Josh Allen over any of these guys. 100%.
8 quarterbacks are better than him in that situation.
And you talking about on the Bills?
They'd be on the Bills. They'd be moved to the Bills.
I think there are 8 more. I think there are that many quarterbacks that can not give the ball 3 times away to the Denver Broncos. Yes, 100%. 100%.
Remind me, what were the Broncos ranked in turnovers? Oh, also yards.
Oh my dude.
And also
this is crazy.
So there's 8 quarterbacks that can also deal with the number. And by the way, not give. They got to also score 36.
So he needs to go. He needs a defense that isn't ranked number 1 in turnover differential. He needs a defense that doesn't create turnovers. He needs to play a defense that isn't that good for you to be like, all right, all right.
No,
yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what you're saying.
He doesn't need a better team. He needs his team to be better. That's what he needs. Do you get what I'm saying?
I'm done with this conversation. I'm done.
That is true.
I'm done with
Even though there were some bad play calls. I'm willing to concede that. That last drive, those play calls were atrocious. And but my thing is like, it's like, dang, bro, like he's got to be like, in order for him to.
Everybody said, Brendan, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Everybody said, like NFL analysts, NFL people that talk NFL that know, coming into this playoff run, there shouldn't be an excuse for Josh Allen, and all I'm hearing is in excuses. Because Mahomes, Lamar, and Burrow, who are considered better than him by many, are not. I understand that, but are considered many.
I think he's the second best quarterback.
Them better. Okay, so he's the second best quarterback in the AFC.
Yeah,
or in the NFL in general.
In the league, yeah, maybe third.
And he didn't have
maybe third.
He didn't have all those other guys. Those other guys that he has lost to in his way.
Mm-hmm.
He had a bunch of first-timers in the AFC that's never played a playoff game in front of him. And he lost.
His team was better or no?
So, okay.
Well, I mean, you can't. I'm not going to sit here and just be like, hey, bro, your team is worse, but you're supposed to win. Like, what? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And you didn't even have them winning. So, like, you knew that they weren't going to win.
No, I knew that this was going to happen, that I'm not trusting Josh Allen this one. I knew that. That's what I knew.
So, what do you do? What do you feel?
I put Denver to win because I believe Josh Allen was going to have one of these games.
But 100%. He didn't even have a bad game. That's the thing.
He had a 4-turnover game.
But
he had a 4-turnover game. That's what happened.
The 2 turnovers. I mean, 2 of the turnovers are. What are you supposed to do? Like, what do you want me to do about it?
Are you really not blaming the strip fumble on him?
I'm not saying that it's not his fault, but I'm saying, like, I don't even know he's there. How am I supposed to know he's there? I'm trying.
NFL quarterback, you know, pursuit is coming from the back. You know
he's trying, but he's trying to make a play. Like, he's not. I know what happened. You sometimes it just happens. Tom Brady's lost fumbles like that, right? Tom Brady gets the benefits and stuff like that. Like, I mean, one time he got stripped by Oakland, and they called it a pass attempt. Like, come on, bro. Like that, things don't go your way, and that's okay. That happens.
Seems every
that happened to him last night. It just didn't go his way.
Every single time, things don't go his way. Every single time.
Well, I mean, again,
it seems like.
Well, who can? I mean, who does get
every single time? It's just that like it's just always something else other than Josh Allen. It's always something else.
Yeah, there you go, Charles Woodson. That's what it was. Yeah, I mean, like that was clearly a fumble, and they let it slide. Brady should have lost that. Like, I mean, it's just like, bro, I don't know, bro. And then I don't know. I think me personally that you're being unfair to him. I think if you seen him, if you understood like just how average that Bills team is, and then how much their quarterback elevates it, like it's actually insane that he was even like contending for that game. And even through the 4 turnovers, still gave you 30. Your team had 1 turnover or no turnovers. I don't know. I can't remember. And you had 19 on a team that lost 41-6 to Sam Darnold. Like, it's like, dang, bro. Like, but then you're not gonna jump on here and be like, hey, Jalen Hurts, man, you stink. You're gonna be like, oh man, it's Kevin Patullo or it's the scheme, which is true. And I'm not disputing that. But you also can't deny the fact that the Broncos are better than the Broncos. I mean, the Broncos are better than the Bills. I mean, so there's truth in both. He hasn't won that game, but he also, it's not like he's like always the best player. I mean, the best team or has the best. He overcomes, like he said, and that's a perfect way to say, he overcomes the mistakes of his teammates. Whereas your quarterback they have to overcome his lack, his shortcomings.
Lack of ability, right? Yeah.
No, not ability. His shortcomings, not because the real thing about Jalen is he has a good deep ball and he throws a good short ball. His in between game, his touch is not fantastic. And you could look at his mid range passes; he's like mid at that. And those are the hardest throws. Obviously, he doesn't throw over the middle very well. Should they have thrown him over the middle more? Absolutely, but he doesn't. That's not one of his strengths.
Not one of his went in crossing routes over the middle of the field. He completed like 80% of his passes.
Yeah, but how many of them were mid-range? That's what I keep telling you. I said mid-range
over the middle of the field, intermediate passes. He completed.
He's not a great intermediate passer. Look at his stats in intermediate passes. I'm telling you, he doesn't grade very well.
This year, they didn't do enough. And
okay, that wasn't his. I don't know if he was. I don't know, but he doesn't. He's not a. Nah. I'll look more into it, but I know this year for sure. We'll see. I'll go back and look further, but I would know this year for sure. He was not very good in the intermediate, and he was throwing like hospital balls over the middle, a lot. And he has a good deep ball. I give him that. He's one of the best deep passers. He does have really good deep threats too, so that helps. But I mean, look, like Josh Allen doesn't really have like the tools necessary to go and just be like, yep, you're supposed to win the Super Bowl. Like at least with Joe Burrow, like his strengths are exaggerated by the strengths of his wide receivers. He has Jamar J. Jettas, he has Higgins, and he has what's the guy in the middle in the slot? What's his name? Boyd.
Had him. You don't have him.
Yeah, but I'm saying like those years that he was winning, he had things that exaggerated his strengths. Right, the best top 5 receiver, top 2, top 3 secondary receiver, top 2, top 3. I wouldn't say top 3, maybe top 5 slot receiver in the league. I like Boyd. Boyd's good. He could be a good 2. And at least his strengths were like they put gas on his strengths. They gave him pieces that help him. Like Brandon Cooks is a good thing for Josh Allen, but he can't be your receiver 1 or receiver 2. That's a deep threat.
You're talking about, bro. He's had Diggs for like 6 years. He had Diggs for like 6 years.
Fantastic, great player. No, I'm agreeing with you. I think he's a great player. He's a great number 1. Great number 1. Great number 1. I'll give you.
He was a great number 1 in
1,000 yards every year. Yep. But then the other stuff. Then what about the defense? Did he have a great defense? No.
Did he have a great terrible defense?
He's never had having a mid. There's only been like one quarterback ever to win out with an outside the top 10 defense. Not ever, but there's only been one quarterback to do that, and you know who it is. So it's like, bro, like, what do you want me to do? I gotta overcome the defense. I gave them 13 seconds, and they let them drive down the field in 13 seconds. Like, I should be playing for an AFC championship game there. And who knows what happens? I mean, I'm not going to say they win or lose, but I'm saying I get a chance to play. Like, you don't even – I don't know, bro. I mean, you want him to overcome every single thing every time, but then you don't ask your quarterback to do that, but you're telling me he's better than him. Like, your quarterback does not have to overcome nothing. And when you do put him in a situation when he has to overcome something, he loses 32-9. Why didn't he overcome Baker Mayfield? Because they're better than them, right? Or no? What's Tampa Bay better than the Eagles that year?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't he overcome it? He's the greatest thing ever, right? Mm-hmm. Second greatest quarterback in the league. You want him first in fourth quarter situations or second, whatever one you want to say. Why couldn't he overcome that? Mm-hmm. Why couldn't he overcome the Chiefs in the second half? He gave me 11 points for the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, you got to answer. You got to be. Why does your quarterback not have to overcome? Anytime he's in an why can't he overcome? He had the ball last this year. Why can't he overcome the hobbled 49ers? Why can't? What about in 20? What was that? Who they lose to in 22?
They didn't lose in 22.
They lost to the Chiefs, right? In the Super Bowl, they lost to the what's it called? Then they lose to the Buccaneers. Then they lose to.
They only lost to the Buccaneers and 49ers in the playoffs.
And the Chiefs and the.
Well, I'm talking about the NFC. I mean.
Yeah. So like it's hard, and then like there's no dynasty in your division. Like, what dynasty do you have? Or is there an NFC dynasty? Is there one?
Does there have
Has there been one in the last 10 years?
Does there have to be? There has to be one for me to be like, all right, yeah, you guys do.
Well,
yeah.
I'm saying, is there one?
No.
So like if 3 of my losses come to the dynasty of one of the best dynasties ever, how much can you really fault me for that? Like, I don't know, bro. I just wish you would keep it keep it a stack and be like, dang, bro, like, yeah, you got some stuff to overcome, and it's hard. It's not easy. Is it not? Is it easy?
Oh, I never said that. I never
You
said
make it seem like he should just win all the games he's supposed to win
No,
and beat Mahomes and beat Lamar Jackson and beat Joe Burrow every single year. Don't worry, there's no reason they should beat him. Your quarterback doesn't do that. No quarterback does that besides maybe Brady and Mahomes.
It doesn't.
They're not in a good situation.
It upsets me. I say the same thing about Lamar Jackson, who had 11 All-Pros, better team than the Chiefs, by the way, had 11 All-Pros or 12 All-Pros on his team, or not All-Pros, Pro Bowlers on his team, and 4 All-Pros.
Yeah, but you don't mess with the Pro Bowl anyway. You said those are not even that good.
The Ravens were one of the best teams in the league that year, and they were like 14
again. Let me see what year that was.
Oh my gosh, bro! What? Oh my goodness! Were the Ravens not better than the Chiefs last year?
Ravens what year?
The Ravens not better than the Chiefs last year.
What year?
Was the Ravens not better than the Chiefs last year?
What year are you talking about?
I think 22 or whatever. I think 22 or 23.
Ravens in 2022. Let me see the division. Because I think they.
Hold on.
Bro, did you just say the Ravens?
Hold on. I'm trying to figure out what year.
They were 13-4 in 2023. Is that the team you're talking about?
Yeah, 2023.
All right, cool. I was about to say 22. They were 10-7.
No, it wasn't that one. It was
All right, let me see what they did.
23 and 24, they had better teams than the Chiefs. In 23 and 24, they had better teams than the Chiefs.
In 23, the Eagles are Super Bowl champs, right, or no?
You keep going based off of the year that they won the Super Bowl. I'm telling you the season, 2020, the 2023, 24 season. I'm not 2023. Did they not win the Eagles did not win the Super Bowl. They won it in the 2022-2023 season. I mean, sorry, yeah, the Chiefs won it in the 2022-2023 season.
Okay, 2022-2023 season. Okay. So you're saying the 23 Ravens,
the 2023-2024 Ravens, yes,
were better
than the Chiefs. Yes, they were. And the 2024-2025 Ravens were better than the Chiefs.
Let me see the Chiefs in 2021.
Bro, last year, just look at last year's team. Freaking Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, like they were not. They were better.
2024, 15-2 for the Chiefs. I'm thinking the Chiefs were better.
Okay.
2024.
Whatever.
Now, 2023, I'll give it to you. The Chiefs were only 11-6, and they won the Super Bowl though. That doesn't make them the best team in the league though. They definitely were not. I would say the Eagles were better. I would say I think you have a good case for the Ravens. Yeah, you got a good case for the Ravens. The Ravens were better. Did they lose to them?
The Ravens last year lost to the Bills.
No, did the Ravens lose in 23 to the Chiefs?
Yes, I think so. I think that was that year they lost to the Chiefs. That was yeah, that was that was that year.
Is that the Mark Andrews play?
No, the Mark Andrews play was last year against the Bills.
What do you want them to do about that?
Don't have 2 turnovers. Lamar Jackson that led
to points. Bro.
That led to points. Had a pick and a fumble that led to points.
Dang, bro.
And then Lamar Jackson.
Quarterbacks. If you play for Caleb, if you make a mistake, bro, you're out of it, bro. You're not clutch. Mistake. You can't play. You turn the ball over, raps, bro. Go ahead. You're not making it to the Hall of Fame no more. You are no longer one of the best quarterbacks. You just turn them over once.
Nope, I never said that. I never said that. Had multi-turnover games against the Bills and the Chiefs back-to-back years. Okay.
Yeah, they stink. Those guys stink. Hey, those teams suck, by the way. So if you're on the Bills or the Chiefs, you mean the Chiefs that won the 3? No, yes. If you're on that team, you stink, bruh. You lost. You made Lamar Jackson. He can't lose to you. There's no way. Chris Johnson, if you're on that team, bruh, that team stinks, bruh. Mahomes, forget about him. I gotta win that game because,
Where can they find
you? Like that's a crazy. That's the statement you're saying. That's what you're putting out there.
Never said that. You're putting words in my mouth.
If you say don't have 2 turnovers, but the defense is really good, they're going to get turnovers. It doesn't matter how you get it, whether it's a punt or a turnover. It's the same difference.
That's literally insane. I've never heard anyone in their right mind say a fourth
certain types of I mean, like, okay, like if you throw a pick six, like that's obviously not the same as a regular turnover. But if you throw a pick in the 20-yard line,
you're at the 10-yard line and you throw a pick when you're trying to drive and score to win the game, and you throw a pick in the end zone. How about that?
Throw a pick in the end zone?
Yeah,
that's horrible because you just lost out on 3. But what if you're at the 50 and you throw it at the 25? It's the same as a punt, right? I'd rather do that, trying to take a chance, and get 3 and out every drive and not be able to score for an entire half and watch my team get walked down 10, give up 24 and score 11.
This is crazy.
And then be like, hey, bro, I didn't have no turnovers though. I didn't have any turnovers. Just didn't score either. Like, what's the difference?
And give the ball to the other team.
I get they didn't give the ball to the other team. In sometimes turnovers are advantageous. Most of the time they're not. Like, how many times do you see a guy throw an interception on the 30-yard line and they get at the 50? Like, it's not gonna happen. Most of the time it's tighter windows, which means you're on your side of the field. That's the majority of turnovers. When the field gets tighter, it's very rare to throw a turnover or fumble a ball closer to the other side of the end zone. And that's not a crazy statement. So it's like, it really doesn't. I mean, either way, you didn't score or your team doesn't score and you go and the other team gets the ball. And I'm not saying that all turnovers are equal. That's also not what I'm saying. I'm saying that, but I'm going to make mistakes. I'm still human. As you get into the playoffs, the teams get better and you make more turnovers. Like, for example, Josh Allen's probably one of the best at not turn. Actually, he is the best.
It just doesn't make sense if you have 40 touchdowns and 4 picks or whatever, or 5 picks, and like Lamar Jackson, and then you go and every single time you're in a postseason game, you have multi-turnover games. Doesn't make sense.
Because not every team is a playoff caliber team that I'm playing against.
If you want to be considered,
so if I'm playing against
considered great,
name their division. What's the division with the?
If you want to be considered great, you have to be great in those moments. That's how I see it. I'm not going to consider you great if you're not great in those moments. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to consider. I think Lamar Jackson is a great regular season quarterback. I think Josh Allen's a great
quarterback in general.
I think he's a great regular season quarterback. I think they're great regular season quarterbacks. In the postseason, they're not.
General.
Nope, they're not in the postseason. That's what it
is. Mark Andrews dropped the ball twice. He did that twice.
He wouldn't be in that position without those 2 turnovers.
He also wouldn't be in that position if the Ravens would not be in that position if it wasn't for him being as great as he is.
Also, no, not last year. The defense is the reason why they even had a chance, because the defense also got stops on Josh Allen, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah, he did good. Fantastic. Thank you.
Where can they find you, bro?
Hold on. Nah, I ain't done with you.
I'm out of here.
Because I need to see.
I'm out.
I need to see something crazy.
I'm out. Where can they find you? I'm out, bro. I'm not arguing. Don't bring up whatever. I'm not arguing anything else. I will end the stream. I'm just saying, where can they find you? We can talk about this some other time. Where can they find you?
Can you imagine?
I'm not arguing. Can you
imagine playing 4 playoff games and having 5 total touchdowns?
I'm not arguing about this.
Do you know who that was?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, hold on.
You always want to bring up Jalen Hurts.
Another one. Go ahead. 3 playoff games, 3 total touchdowns.
Yep, go ahead.
What quarterback? Other quarterback can win like that?
Go ahead.
What quarterback can win like that? Hey, who I got tonight? Who plays tonight?
Indiana. I'm getting Indiana. I'm not rooting for Carson back ever in my life.
You want Indiana to win?
I don't want Indiana to win. I think they're going to win.
Hey, give me to you, because I know Miami's going to go crazy.
Yeah, Carson back 3 picks today.
I love Miami University. I just don't think they can beat the Indiana right now. I think Indiana's too hot. And I think this swings the Big Ten SEC thing a little bit. You got to give the Big Ten the best division in football if they win it again, because this would be the 3rd straight, right? Michigan 23, Ohio State 24. Or no, I'm sorry, Michigan 24, Ohio State 25, and then this would be Indiana. That'd be the last 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to swing that, right? Or no?
I don't swing it, but yeah, I mean. Yeah.
But would you say the SEC is better if the last 3 national championships.
I think the
the
SEC
Big Ten?
has more comp than the Big Ten, but the
I
Big Ten
don't. I hate that.
the SEC has more comp in every
But why do
sport.
we beat them then? Why do we beat them when we play them?
Yeah,
I'm asking you. Why?
I'm with you. I like the Big Ten. I'm just saying, like, I like Ohio State, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying the SEC has more better teams.
But Iowa beats on like Ole Miss and them and all that stuff. Like, why does that happen? If there's so much comp there, why are they losing to us like that?
Good question.
And I was an SEC guy. Like, you asked me this 10 years ago, I'd have been like, man, no question, SEC. But since Nick Saban has left the SEC, I don't see them as that crazy anymore, because the Big Ten is like, I mean, every time I look, not every time, but a good amount of time, the Big Ten wins against the SEC. So, like, how are we really still saying that? And the last 3 national championships,
there is a collection of better teams in the SEC than there is the Big Ten.
Yeah, but how do you say that if even if we win the All-State Bowl again when we play Northwestern versus Vanderbilt and we win, like that didn't happen. But I'm saying, like, how can you say that if even our lesser teams beat their lesser teams?
Good question.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I say that if I'm Georgia?
This conversation I don't care about, because I don't care. Like, college football isn't really like something I really like. I think college football is
hater
in general, but yeah.
Yeah. You can find me on B3 Sways.
Yeah.
Goat B.
Beyond The Scoreboard on Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, you can find me here always.
Yeah.
Dog and Caleb in debates. Dragging them into the street. Letting them get run over by the bus.
I'm about to have a brain aneurysm arguing about this, so I'm just gonna. I'll see you on the next.
Hey, comment down below. I was right, man. Somebody tell him that is unfair. And if you have something, actually, we need to make a clip of this and put it out there, because I want to hear what people got to say.
That's cool.
All right, bet. Clip this, put it on our TikTok. Comment down below what you think about Josh Allen. Is he really this unclutched player, or is he not in an ideal situation? Comment down below.
All right. See you guys next time.
Yeah.